good evening, our beloved viewers. It's 9 p.m. You are watching on live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the major stories. The minister participate in the United Nations conference in Stockholm. And on the international scene, the African Union is campaigning for the lifting of sanctions against Russia. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Mr. Mohammed Ali Yusuf, and the Minister of Energy in charge of Natural Resources, Mr. Yunis Ali Gedi, sent a telegram of condolence to the family of the late Absi Abu Abdullah, who passed away yesterday evening at the age of 90 years, praising his struggle for the nobility of our country's independence. They express their sincere condolence and sincere sympathy to the family and friends of the late, asking the Almighty to enter him into his vast gardens and to inspire his family and friends and relatives with a patient. The Minister of Environment and Sustainable Development, Mr. Muhammad Abdul Qadir Musa Helam, accompanied by the Director of Environment and Sustainable Development, Mr. Hussein. They participate in the United Nations International Conference on the Environment called the Stockholm's Plus 50, which was held on the 2nd and 3rd of June in Stockholm's. This conference celebrates the anniversary of the year of 1972 United Nations Conference on the Human Environment, and also celebrate the 50th anniversary of Global Environmental Action. This conference revealed the importance of multilateral cooperation to combat the three crises of the planet, namely climate, biodiversity loss, and environmental pollution. The meeting witnessed the participation of the nearly 160 countries. It is noteworthy that the work of this conference will last for 2 days, during which the conference will discuss the many challenges facing the planet and means to confront in order to address them. The Minister of Environment, in his speech and Sustainable Development, Mr. Muhammad Abdul Qadir Musa Halam, gave an extra speech during the International Conference on the Environment. At the outset, he pointed out the importance of protecting the environment from pollution, and he said, I am very happy to participate in this work of the conference, which celebrates 50 years of development after the United Nations Environment Conference. Since the year of 1072, the shape of this conference is among the annual customs and opening a new era of cooperation, said the minister, and joint strategies on issues related to the environment. During this conference, said the minister, the concept of sustainable development and the strategy agency concerned within the environment were also established, and the importance of joint cooperation among all in order to meet the challenges of environment, in order to provide a healthy planet for all. I came from a small country, said the minister, in the Horn of Africa, known for its big and wide herds of its the Republic of Djibouti. The Republic of Djibouti has stabilized since the year 1990. A ministry concerned with the environment, which reflect the importance of its attached to this file. In the second part of his speech at the United Nations Environment Conference, the Minister of Environment and Sustainable Development, Mr. Mohammed Abdul Qadir Musa, indicated that the Republic of Djibouti was among the first country to combat climate change by reducing greenhouse and gas emissions in order to evaluate the suffering of citizens and in cooperation with the technical partners who finance anti-warning program implemented by Djibouti government, said the minister. After its visit to the Aspire Academic and the National Museum, the Djiboutian delegation led by the Minister of State in charge of Sport, Mr. Hassan Mohammed Kamil, who is currently in Qatar, visit Al Janoub Stadium, one of the 8 stadiums that will host the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. During their visit the stadium, the delegation were able to visit the facilities of this stadium, such as the press room, changing room, VIP rooms, and other areas located south at the downtown Doha. These impressions, the square combines innovative design with the traditional inspired design. The stadium is stunning. Design is inspired by the sailboats used for fishing, and this traditional craft is usually made of wood. A workshop was organized to reflect and evaluate the Dar al Hanan Hospital the project for the year 2022 to 2026 in order to identify the strengths that require strengthening, in addition to the current opportunities and challenges that impede the process of implementing the hospital's health strategies for the next 5 years. This workshop was chaired by a consultant at the United Nations Population Fund, Dr. Ahmed Barkhad, in the presence of General Director of Dar al Hanan Hospital, Ms. Hawa Hassan, and the Technical Director of the hospital. Uh, in addition to the Director of Administrations and Finance, Mr. Adam Abdullah, and also the staff of employee in Dar al Hanan Hospital, the exchange of information during this workshop resulted defining the hospital as a national reference center with regard to reproductive health, pre and postnatal health, and setting medical administrative judgment with the aim of developing medical service provided to the patients. It was yesterday, Friday, the 3rd of June, the mixed naval exercise Red Wave, which is carried out by the Royal Saudi Naval Forces, was concluded with the participation of naval forces of the countries bordering the Red Sea, namely Egypt, Jordan, the Southern Yemeni, Djibouti, and Somalia, in addition to the participation of the Royal Saudi Land Forces and the Royal Saudi Air Forces and Saudi Border Guards, but also in the presence of the commander of the Western Fleet, this commander of exercise, but also the naval exercise brought together the Navy and the Soviet Guards, the Embassy of Djibouti and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. in addition to their counterparts, Chief of Staff of the Naval Forces and Coast Guards from the participating countries upon the invitation of Chief of Staff of the Royal Saudi Navy. The Red Wave exercise in an annual exercise aimed at strengthening cooperation and the cooperation between the Navy and Coast Guard in the countries bordering the Red Sea. The main objective is to strengthen the maritime security of the countries bordering the Red Sea, protect their territorial waters, and also the military cooperation to raise the level of combat. The ultimate desire is to ensure maritime safety and freedom of the navigation. The commander of the Western Fleet, commander of the exercise maritime, Major General Yahya bin Mohammed, stressed that the maneuver aims to enhance military cooperation, unify the concept, raise combat and readiness to exchange. The explaining that the exercise contribute to the developing security capability of in order to protect and the safety sea and regional and international waterways and ensure freedom maritime navigation in the Red Sea. Other news now, hygiene in Al Sabih is an essential element in upgrading the life of the individuals and the communities. From this point of view, the various youth association in Al Sabih region, the cooperation with the United Youth Movement with the authorities of Al Sabih region, they organized a day to clean up Al Sabih metropolis. This cleaning operation took place under the guide of the duty to clean the region of Al Sabih, as this process was called the Citizens and Solidarity Process. In order to contribute the cleanliness of the area, many youth and women in this association participate in this process in order to polish the city of Al Sabih. This operation was also held in the presence of the prefect of Al Sabih authorities, especially the governor of the region Musaad and Migene, and head of regional council Mr. Sharmake Hassan, and the region is representatives such as representative the representative Abdul Sekiye and the representative Abdi Khaire, but also the women of the city of Al Sabih. The cleaning work lasted for several hours as the garbage was collected in bags designed for the prefect and the head of regional council of Al Sabih praised this civil, national, and social work, encourage young men and women in Al Sabih to work and continue this manner every Saturday of the week. And now moving on to the international scene, the International Organization for Migration, in the cooperation with the international organizations, the UN agency conclude the activities of the fifth football league known as the fifth cup, which was held between 12 team and United Nations organization and embassies in the country. This tournament aims to strengthen the links and participation of the partnership that exists between the United Nations organization and the embassies, but also the private sector in Djibouti. 12 teams participate in this tournament. UNICEF, the World Food Program, the Ethiopian Embassy, the French forces stationed in Djibouti, the U.S. Embassy, the International Organization for Migration, the European Union, the International Committee of the Red Cross, and the Kobe's Foundation. This league constitute an opportunity for them to enhance the existing partnership and distinguish cooperation in this league ended with the awardings of a prizes cup and medals to the winning team. The international scene now, the head of African Union, President of Senegal, announced that Russian President Vladimir Putin expressed his readiness to facilitate Ukraine grain exports. This came after a meeting between the two presidents Friday in the city of Sochi. The discuss of the problem of exporting grain from Ukraine, according to the Russia's Today website. President Putin has expressed his country's readiness to guarantee the export of Russian wealth to fertilize the intern of Putin. He expressed Russia's readiness to ensure the unwavering export of Ukrainian grain through the port under the control. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.